Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. I am Anna Lamb, owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb, and our producer today is Rachel Webb, who is also an owner and craft educator here.
You
Welcome.
have to give me a few seconds to be able to get your name card ready and pop your name card
So
up.
sorry.
If you dive in and you're like, my name is Anna Lamb, I
the
need
thing.
this to look profesh.
Here's
Anna.
the thing.
Profesh.
Most of the time, I completely forget. And Becca's like, this
What's your
is
name?
Anna Lamb.
So you figure if you can do it out of the
doomed
gate.
if I do and doomed if I don't, guys.
It also depends on your producer. We're all picky in our different ways, so we always keep everybody.
Well,
all
and
of
if
us
I'm
on our
producing,
toes.
you're never going to get the shot that you want, and you're never going to get any links,
Hey.
or you're not going to get names on there either.
Anna, I put you through the ringer on Tuesday, I think. You were switching them cameras. You were keeping up with me on Tuesday.
It's pretty fantastic.
I know. I was impressed.
I think it's because I didn't have a baby to keep up with.
That's very true. That helps a lot when you have two arms and a clear head to be able to,
I'm going to talk just for a second because we did end up changing the time last minute. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to tell you all what just happened here at the Oak and Lamb headquarters. So, many of you know, Rachel has a pool. Yay! She says, and I had no idea about this.
So
I get it here.
let's preface, the trees around the property drop these little stupid leafy
Yucky things.
Yeah, and they're horrible, and they all get into the pool filter, you know, like the little square. You pull the square up, and then there's a little basket. So I have to clean it every single time I'm here. It needs to be cleaned more often than that, but I'm just not here.
So, wait a minute. When was the last time you cleaned it?
Tuesday. No, that's a lie. It was raining all day Tuesday, so I did not go out and change it. So
Okay.
it had been a while.
That makes a little more sense then.
Yeah, so it had been a long time. But you're supposed to clean it like as often as you can because it'll overwork the pump and whatnot. So
Yes.
I'm used to just like popping the top, grabbing the basket, you know, and going about it because I guess my head's in the clouds. And now you can continue.
So Rachel says, hey, Becca, were you going to go get the dead animal out of the trap? And I said, what? Like, you know, I've seen lizards, frogs, spiders, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, what? I said, I want to go see it. And she's like, you can't. You got to stay with the children. I was like, whatever.
Meanwhile, it's a zoo upstairs.
Yeah.
There's like 5 of them.
Stinking zoo. So Becca and Rachel go downstairs. I'm on the upstairs balcony looking over with all the children also looking. They open the thing, and Becca and Rachel are like, well, there's a tarantula. So naturally, Rachel gets it because she isn't like terrified of spiders or whatever. She takes it over, dumps it, and Becca says,
No, it was alive. Tarantula was
the
living.
tarantula was alive.
Yeah.
Which was actually probably like a wolf spider or something.
It was
if we're being
friggin'
honest.
huge.
Anyway, so then Becca said, I think it's a mole, a dead mole. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So she gets it. She has pink rubber gloves on, right? And she's going to go. She said, I can't, the skin's coming off. The skin's coming off. I'm like, oh God. So
Now, I looked at it earlier today, and I thought it was either a large rat or a small bunny rabbit. Either way, I didn't have the equipment with me to get that thing out of there.
So then Becca's like, oh, I can't do this. So she goes over and gets this like sand shovel thing.
For the children. For the children.
Yeah, the children. And she proceeds to dig down and get it out. And she's like, oh, it's the cutest little tiny mouse I've ever seen. And then she goes, oh, no, it's a baby squirrel. Starts freaking out crying. Harrison's crying because
Charlie's crying
because he wants his mama. So then Becca's like, I can't believe this. And she takes the shovel and she's like, rest in peace, little guy. And she goes to toss it into
like
the yard.
Woods. Yeah.
The woods. It hits a tree. This big old tree. And I was like, oh.
It bounces off a
like,
tree.
as if the whole thing couldn't be bad enough.
God.
That just was, and so then the kids were like, I want mommy. And I was like, Becca, you're scared of the kids.
Not hysterical. Really sad that the little baby squirrel died. And I promise
It was probably about
if I'm
like
ever
this.
here and I see something struggling in the pool, I will dive in and say, like,
Rachel loves animals. She loves bugs. Like,
it breaks my heart to see anything dead.
suffer.
Now, I've had to get a couple mice out of it dead. But, I mean, they fall in, they can't get out. I don't know what to do about it. Like, there's a fence up for the big critters, but, like, you know, we can't put a mouse guard on the pool every day.
No.
It's just the circle of life, but it is sad.
But I am going to tell you, because I'm sick and demented and think entirely too much, I sit around and I'm like, what would be the worst way for me to die? Literally, I've thought this. I would hate to be trapped and burned to death, and I would hate to drown.
Yeah.
Because that suffocation thing just...
yeah.
So even if there is like a stink bug, an ant, or anything in my sink, I'm like, oh, it makes me very sad, and so I'll squish it so that it doesn't suffer. Because I'm like, instant death is better than suffering.
100%.
It kills me.
Kills
me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can get on to crafting now, I suppose. As you all know, we are coming to the end of school year, and there's probably all these moms saying, what am I going to get my child's teacher? So,
and you listen, it's the end of the year. You're barely hanging on, just trying to get your kids the last few weeks. You're dreading having them home 7 days a week, and you don't have a lot of money to spend
because you're saving for those
gifts.
vacations.
And I get it. Anna gets it. Yeah. She's got a really cute craft.
This is a dollar store craft. Love it. Love it, love it. You can use this as just like a container. You can use it, I would use it as a vase. But when you give it to the teacher, they can use it to put their pens and pencils in. They can put like supplies in it, all that kind of stuff. So what you're gonna do, well, you need a jar, a glass, a vase, mason jar, whatever. I like the cylindrical, that has no curves, no flare, nothing, because what we're going to be doing is better on that. Now, the wide mouth mason jars and the regular mason jars will work also. They're just a little bit bigger, so you're going to need more supplies for that. So I was trying to minimize that a little bit on what all you would need. Go to your dollar store, get colored pencils, crayons, ribbon, felt, and glue sticks and scissors. And that's all we're gonna need.
Now, I haven't even seen a picture of this, guys, so I'm really eager to see how cute
Well, there's
this
actually
is.
not a picture of it. I've seen some stuff, but I've compiled a few ideas. So
love it.
It's gonna be cute.
Love it.
It's gonna be cute. Anyway, so I went, these are, the 24 pack is $2 at the dollar store, and the 12 pack is $1. If you buy them at Hobby Lobby, because I looked this morning, they're like $11.99.
It's ridiculous.
And this little box of crayons was $2, and it was like $8 at Hobby Lobby.
And that's like, Crayola. What? Those are Crayola.
Yes, for $2 at the old Dollar General.
Wow.
So, because I went to the Dollar Tree, wiped out. And I don't know if it's because it is the end of the season, but they had no crayons, no markers, nothing.
Really?
Yeah. But we got one of those new fancy Dollar Generals, the market ones.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was going to completely do the second half of this.
Do you know if both of our Dollar Trees are the fancy ones now? The one by Food City, the
Dollar
one by
Generals?
Walmart? No, the Dollar Trees. You know how they're going up?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They've got like $5 and $10 sections with like actual home decor and pillows, and it's pretty neat. But I didn't know if both of, because we have two in town, I didn't know if both were moving on up in the world or not.
I actually don't go to that one in the middle of town very often.
Really?
And I wasn't looking for that kind of stuff at the East End one today.
Okay.
So I had gone and gotten ribbon completely to do one part of it, and I got here. My son really likes to throw things out of the buggy, and so I think that when we went to check out, like part of it wasn't there, so I'm going to pivot a little bit. I was like, you little turkey. And fun fact, this ribbon, he completely had chewed on the edge of it, soggy. He's a feral little monster, and I love him absolutely to death. Okay, anyway, so we are going to wrap this jar in colored pencils.
They're mowing outside.
You may have to buy another window now.
What does it look like when you go into a store with both children? Like, because I'm trying to picture it in my mind.
So
I only have one, thank God.
It depends on where we're going.
Okay.
If it takes me because honestly, I mean, I've only been a mom of two for what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, and so I'm still trying to figure this stuff out, and Like today, I knew that I was going to probably have to go to several different places, and so I didn't want to have to. I have a double stroller, but I only
Oh.
want the double stroller for places like when we're going to be out for a long time because it
Sure,
is a
sure, sure.
hassle to get it out,
Sure.
set up,
Oh,
all
Lord.
that stuff. So typically, I will take Sissy Girl, and we have a Duna, and so it's her car seat turns into an actual stroller, and I will push her in that and just hold Chappy Doo.
Okay. And then where does your stuff go?
Well, so
What
I
about a
have a
cart?
basket on my arm
Oh my God.
in one of the stores, and then in another store at Hobby Lobby, I actually put him in the cart. But he likes to stand up and,
And then
won't
what do you do
obey.
with her dragging her behind you in the stroller?
Well, I push her because it's easier to push the buggy,
you
and I pull the cart.
Oh.
Sometimes, if it's a short distance from my vehicle inside, I'll just hold them both until I can get them both in the
This
buggy.
is so sad.
It's a learning curve. The old let me run in here real quick, long and gone.
Long gone.
That's a thing of the
Now
thing of the
it was
past.
much easier, I'm sure, with one. But now that you got two,
I mean, Chapman was super easy, other than the fact that he will not stay on his bottom.
Charlie won't
I
either,
mean,
no.
so I end up putting him in the front of the buggy so that he can stand up and not teeter out.
Right,
but
right.
Whatever. He's a wild child. Anyway, so I am going to start with these 24 packs because I'm hoping, yes, they have a wider variety of colors than just the 12, obviously. And I didn't know for sure how many, because I've not prepped this at all, how many pencils we were going to need. I'm going to probably try to stay away from like the black and the darker ones just to keep this, well, maybe not, bright and happy. I'll take the black out for sure. And maybe some of the poopy brown ones.
Jan, your mama is talking about taking all the kids into the store. She said, wait till it's pouring rain.
But Mom, here's the thing. I don't care about my hair, don't care about my makeup, and don't care about the rain like you do. So
I tell you though, I just wouldn't. Like whatever it is, not important.
I guess
enough.
it depends on what it, what it
I'd be
is
like, I'll just
actually.
go another day. Just not important.
I'll have that delivered.
Yeah, gosh, yeah. Would you rather drag the kids in the pouring rain or just pay $10 to have whatever you want to deliver?
If there's that option, I'm having delivered.
100%.
If there's the option.
100%.
Okay, so we are using our trusty Lynn Lily glue gun. This is the fine tip one. Rachel can link that for you all.
Is she heating up already?
Yes, she's already.
Oh, you're so
She's
smart.
already
You're
heated
on
up.
it.
And what I'm going to do is take these pencils and I'm going to try to glue the brand on the inside because you're not going to be able to do that with the Crayola, obviously. What is that sound?
I have no idea.
Bun, dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I'm just going to put a strip of glue down, and as you can imagine, we're going to go all the way around. I'd say, well, you know what I should have done is lined this up with the seam like you did on that one thing to make sure that it's all straight, but if this table's level and this is sitting level.
I promise you it's not.
The table's not level?
And the floor. Floor's not level. If you put a ball on this floor, it would roll all over the place.
You mean like those ping pong balls our kids kept knocking everywhere?
Well, yeah.
Who else talking?
Your mama.
I try to make. Y'all are killing me. Sorry, cats. Child life has really screwed some scheduling things up.
And it's all new for both of them. I mean, you go from there's a lot of kids around here, and
Well,
Anna and Beck are both still adjusting, not only with their schedules personally, but with the business and everything. So I mean, and you guys have been phenomenal.
yes.
So thankful for you guys. Does that sound driving you nuts?
I'm a little bit. You know how I love sounds.
Let me go look. You're on the overhead anyway, so
Oh, okay.
let me go look around.
Good deal. I can't decide if that's like the air or a heat pump or. Oh, that's your condensation. I'm almost. I need to come over. Yeah, that's the condensation pump from your air conditioning. It may need to be emptied. Well, mine only did it once. It's when we had to replace it. It's not. I mean, your husband will know about that.
Oh man. Penny is always so good about making sure you guys hit the like button. That always, I mean, everything helps. Buying the membership is the number one thing. You can use the code YouTube to get $10 off your first month. Cut files, free courses, an exclusive community on Facebook, all kinds of stuff for you guys. We're a very diverse group at Oak and Lamb, so I do a ton with the Cricut and UV resin. Becca does a ton of sewing and card making and felt work. Anna does a lot of
Anna just does a lot of whatever.
Anna fills the exact gaps that me and Becca are not passionate about, just to be completely honest. Becca's phenomenal. Anna's phenomenal at like the painting, the hands-on, the more
meticulous.
Yeah, that's the perfect word. Meticulous crafts. The ones that me and Becca are a little bit like uninterested or more scared to do. Anna is super passionate about them. So between the three of us, we cover a huge variety of crafts and training and teaching, and that's what we love to do, is just teach you guys a wide variety of things to make you confident and well-rounded. And our members do a phenomenal job at inspiring us every day and the other members every day just to take some time for themselves and do something they love and to craft and to get better at what they do and what they love. So join if you haven't already. But like Miss Penny said, liking the video, commenting on the video, subscribing, all of that helps. You just being here watching this helps us. So thank you guys so much for that. Nanette said that's looking cute already.
Thank you.
I'm going to go back front facing because it looks cool that angle too.
I want to know where everyone is going on vacation. Is anyone going anywhere super awesome this year?
And all my vacations coming up are with you all. How fun is that?
How fantastic.
How fun. We told them about our beach trip. They're all pumped for us. I told them I'm sure we'll do some crazy lives while we're there. People love to see tours of it, so I'm sure we'll tour the condo. I'm sure, or is it a house? I think it's a house, isn't it?
No, I think it's a condo.
Is it a condo. We'll tour the condo. I said we can do a haul on all the food we buy forever. Oh, we can just do whatever.
Listen, if it rains, I love to go antiquing in different places than where we are, because it's actually funny to me to see
the different
the different areas. Mm-hmm. We went to one in Destin one time, and it had more like beach style stuff there, obviously. A lot more like coastal decor and that kind of stuff. Whereas like around here, you're going to have like tobacco sticks.
Coca-Cola bottles.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah. Rocky Top hats and all kinds of stuff. We went to Carm last week. My sister started a new job, and you can honestly find some really cute stuff at Carm. So, I mean, I found some little outfits and shirts and stuff, and she found some stuff. And we had her daughter, my niece, Juliet, and Charlie, and we're going around. And you guys know Charlie's absolutely obsessed with his bike, okay? It's a little balance bike. He loves it. Well, I was like, okay, if I can get him in Carm, let him find a toy, put it in the basket with him in the cart, he should be content for a while. Like, I had this whole thing mapped out, okay? So I get there before everybody else naturally, and he is an angel baby for 20 minutes, okay? Angel baby. We turn a corner, Anna. What is sitting in the floor?
A bike.
A balance bike at the Carm thrift store. He saw it before I did. Otherwise, I would have avoided it like the plague, so he didn't see it.
Did he lose his mind?
His eyes lit up. He lost his ever-loving mind. He cried so hard he vomited in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
It was horrible. What'd I do? I bought it.
Oh,
I
Rachel.
bought it. It was $15, and I had to have it.
Well, so he can have one here and in Knoxville.
I call it the clunker. He's just gonna, or the beater. I call it the beater. So
Oh, I'm going to tell everyone what happened to me last night.
oh God, what happened to you?
So Chapman has like this viral ear something. I don't know. His eyes are crusting over in the mornings. It's real pitiful.
And his little nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were at a local restaurant last night.
Where?
Redbud.
Okay.
One of our favorites. And Lord Jesus, I was mortified. So many of y'all probably saw my post, and last week I had to completely take apart his car seat, clean it out because he threw up while we're pulling into church. It was the first Sunday that we had sister pants, and I was there on time, full face of makeup, had time to stop and get coffee, was feeling real proud of myself. And we pull in and hear this god-awful noise, and I said, oh, sweet Jesus. And so naturally, we roll the windows down while we're in church, change his clothes, the whole 9 yards. Well, 9 days later, I had to do it again because leaving here on Tuesday, chucked everywhere, it's terrible. Well, we're at Redbud, and he gets choked again. Projectile vomits all over the restaurant.
Oh my God, Anna.
And so normally I do really well with that kind of thing, especially like the other ones had been like, for all you moms, like the curdled milk, like
Yes.
and macaroni.
Sure,
It's
sure,
terrible. It's
sure.
terrible. And anyway, so this one was like an entire thing of apple juice, some macaroni, some chocolate animal cookies.
Oh, I can smell it right
Oh,
now.
it was
I can smell it.
as terrible as what you can imagine. So Mark goes over and asks the people if we can have like a rag and a trash bag so that we can like scoop things in. Well, I can do vomit. Snot gets me. That
Okay.
consistency.
I get you.
I
I get it.
start dry heaving.
Oh, jeez.
I've never dry heaved
jeez.
over Chapman's puke. And Mark is mortified that I'm dry heaving. He's like, stop it.
It ain't like you can help it.
I love feeling like I'm going to, I've probably thrown up 4 times in my entire adult life ever, since I was probably like 16 actually. So it's not like something that I actually love to do, you know?
No.
And I was like, are you serious right now? Needless to say, the child, I just don't even want to go out in public here lately. Well, what am I going to do?
I get it. I get it. I do.
And he just sits there and he cries because he's scared.
Of course.
And I'm like, buddy, you didn't mean to. You didn't mean to.
No.
It's okay, buddy.
Charlie's a puker too. He pukes. When he pukes in the car.
Oh,
it's bad.
Charlie cries and works himself up to where he pukes.
Yes. So if I don't tame the beast in a proper manner, he works himself up to puking.
Like Becca pissed him off or something last Tuesday trying to get him to eat. He ends up throwing up on the front of his pajamas or something. But let me tell y'all, last Tuesday, Rachel went and got her eyelashes done after the live.
I was gone for an
45
hour and a
minutes,
half.
an hour or something. All of our children absolutely lost
What
their
I want to know,
minds.
Anna, is why didn't you open the garage door and cut those monkeys loose?
I really don't know.
Cut the monkeys loose.
I don't know. I'm not sure where my thought process was.
Charlie would have gotten on his bike. I swear he behaves better outdoors. I'm telling you, the kid does better. But I would have opened that door and been like, run, go.
I mean, I was absolutely astounded by how terrible all of our children were.
I walked in and Anna said, every one of them has gotten their butt busted. And I was like, okay, cool. And Becca said, but he ate good. And I'm like, that is a total win to me. Wonderful. I'm so happy.
It's like, we'll take it.
Congrats. Yeah.
She had 2 things of macaroni and cheese, like Easy Mac, and the kids, she just kept literally
They were like just sitting in a row.
just alternating bites. They all shared the same spoon. It was fantastic. We honestly just feel like at this point,
And guys, listen, all of their toys are in each other's mouth.
Yeah,
They all drink out
they're
of.
all gonna get the same
They
sicknesses.
grab their cut like, and it's nothing we can control. They just do it anyway. Like there's legit. It's just like a daycare. There's no humanly possible way you can keep all those toddlers germs separate all day. It's just not possible. Not possible.
I have gone crooked somewhere through here. It's gonna be okay. I'll just put it in the back. Oh, it's right there.
Kat said, "Did Rachel just say cart instead of buggy? Have we converted her?" So,
Have to?
Kat, for the entirety of my employment at the local grocery store, Food City, I had to call them carts. You had to clear the carts, get the carts. But I always call it a buggy. It's a buggy to me. To me, it's a buggy. But I did call it a cart that time. You got me there, Kat. But yeah, as a courtesy clerk at Food City, it's a cart.
A courtesy clerk?
That's what I was called.
Is
It was
that
a bagger. It was a bagger.
Is that what your
But
official title
The
is?
official title was courtesy clerk. Yeah, at my age, you could only be a courtesy clerk. That's it. I was so young, and then a year into it, I could have been a cashier if I wanted to. But they really don't love their cashiers to be under 18 because if you're under 18, you can't check out beer or alcohol, any kind of alcohol. So you have to have a manager. It's a whole thing. But if you're 18, you don't have to do that. You can ring it up. But anyways, have to clean the bathrooms, get the carts out from the, little corrals in the parking lot.
Corrals.
The corrals.
Okay. That is finished. I could have done a slightly better job.
Let
And
me go overhead and you can show it.
after the live, I will probably
Pretty.
fix it.
Look
if we're
how
being honest.
pretty.
Okay. So now I've seen these like this. Have you seen these like this?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to add a row of crayons.
Oh.
Okay.
Love
okay.
it.
Same thing. Same thing. It's just going to step it up
Now,
just a little
do
bit.
you, I know that it's so second nature to you that you didn't even think about it, but what tips would you give the people on choosing the colors to go next to each other?
I tried to break up lights and darks.
Okay. Break up meaning like
Like
go in a row?
like if there were two darks next to each other, I didn't want a third.
Okay. Okay.
So if there were two lights next to each other, I didn't want a third.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
Mom, I 100% know would have Roy G. Bibbed this guy. 100% know it. I'm trying not to fall into my OCD because I naturally probably would have done that as well. I tried to channel my inner Becca because we all know how she is. Now, on this one, should I let the Crayola show or try to I think I'm just going to try to have yep, we're going to hide Crayola. Never mind. Y'all don't get to decide. I did. And on this one, my strategy is going to be just trying to not put like a blue over top of a blue unless it's a good contrast of it. And I'm doing them, I'm gluing them in between so it just kind of settles and nestles into the crease of the two pencils.
Sorry, I was texting Becca back.
What did she say?
She wanted to know what my favorite pesto was.
Pesto?
I told her Rayo's. I love anything Rayo's.
I don't know that I've ever had Rayo's.
Rayo's pasta sauce is delicious. They have actual pasta, which is delicious. Pesto is good. They're a good brand. Good brand.
Da, 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 da. Rachel, what was your favorite show to watch growing up?
Oh. That's a hard question, Anna.
Favorite cartoon to watch growing up?
SpongeBob.
Oh, God. Are you serious?
SpongeBob.
That is mine and Becca's least favorite.
I also loved Cat Dog. I loved Johnny Bravo. I loved My dad would have to watch it with Dad because he'd love it. Ren and Stimpy. That one's a little older.
I forget that we are different generations.
We are
here.
different, but like me sitting there, I loved the Powerpuff Girls was another really good one. Loved Powerpuff Girls.
None of these would have been mine and Becca's choice.
But I quote more SpongeBob references than anything.
Good God, you and Wayne.
I love SpongeBob. It's just a good, mindless, non-educational
Clearly.
television show.
So we didn't have cable growing up, or like satellite or dish or anything. Like we had a satellite on the top of the house, and we got PBS Kids.
Yeah.
And we would get like Fox 43.
Sure.
And we watched a lot of Doug. Did you watch any of that?
No.
What?
No.
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
No.
We're going to have to go back and watch some of those. We watched a lot of The Magic School Bus. Did you watch it?
Loved the Magic School Bus.
Okay.
Yes.
We watched a lot of Bobby's World.
Yes.
Arthur.
Oh, loved Arthur.
Reading Rainbow.
Okay. And I thought you meant like growing. You're talking about as a small child.
Yes.
These are what I watch. What is it? Clifford.
Yes, Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yes, Clifford and Arthur was on constantly when we were little.
Okay.
I'm talking about like 10 plus. I watched SpongeBob mostly, but Little was 100% that type of stuff. Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
I watched a lot of Mr. Rogers.
Listen, I'm going to just fix this because it's driving me crazy.
We loved Rugrats when we were little.
We weren't allowed to watch Rugrats.
We loved Rugrats. Jimmy Neutron's one that we watched when we were a little bit older. Oh gosh, Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I forgot about Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron. Scooby-Doo. I would watch Scooby-Doo right now. Love Scooby-Doo.
Really?
Oh man. The Proud Family.
We didn't have Scooby-Doo, I don't
Kim
remember.
Possible was on when I was like 10 plus.
So you all had Nickelodeon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We had Nick and Disney. And I remember the channel was 43 and 44.
43 was our Fox.
That was our Disney channel.
Okay.
43 and 44. But yeah, that's the only two that I watched a little bit of TLC because I really liked Four Weddings. Have you never seen Love Four Weddings?
I don't think I know that one.
But no, growing up was a lot of Clifford, probably mostly Arthur, 100%. Love those.
Mark, we weren't allowed to watch Rugrats. We weren't allowed to watch South Park. We weren't allowed to watch.
Oh no, not South Park. Are you kidding me?
Fred would sneak and watch it when we got
sure
older.
He would, sure he would.
We weren't allowed to watch. Oh gosh, what was that one? The Simpsons.
No, not allowed. Not when we were little. No.
But like, it's so funny for me to hear things that Mark watched growing up because I'm like, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
we had
watched
strict
what?
parents about what we were watching. What was that one? Between the Lions. There was Between the Lions. There was
I don't think I know that one.
Little. What was that one? It was a big blue bear. Not blue. He wasn't blue.
No,
but the big bear.
the Bear in the Big Blue House.
That's it. That's it. That's really little. Yeah.
Did you ever watch Salty the Big Blue Songbook
No.
in church?
Mm-mm.
So we would watch that in Sunday school, and also Gerber, the orange puppet Gerber.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Wait,
Hey
oh.
Arnold. Yes, Brenda.
Yes.
Reading Rainbow. Yes.
We loved Reading
Yes.
Rainbow.
Bugs Bunny. Loved Bugs Bunny. Rugrats. Yes. Let's see here. Y'all are bringing back a lot of memories. Yes. Yeah, I watched a lot of TV, which we were homeschooled, so we had some time. If we weren't outside doing crap, we'd be watching some cartoons.
So
why couldn't you watch Rugrats, Anna?
I think because Mom didn't like the attitudes of the babies.
That's hysterical. Okay. Hysterical.
Considering how Beck and I turned out.
You did good, Jan. You did good. Now, see, like growing up, teen teen wise, 10 plus, we couldn't watch like Wizards of Waverly Place. No Harry Potter.
Oh,
My
God,
gosh,
no. Mom would have died, and now
no.
she's obsessed with it.
Well, same. Because, of course, when you grow up knowing you can't watch something, even when you're an adult, you're like, I don't know if I should watch that.
Mom gonna be mad at
Mom could
me?
be mad. Of course, I watch them and, oh my gosh, fall in love. But, yeah.
I think my OCD is gonna just have to let this go. It's gonna be fine, Anna. It's gonna be fine.
Roadrunner, Flintstones, Jetsons, and
Oh,
many
we
more.
did have the
Robin,
Animaniacs after school. That would come on. I'm trying to think.
Dad loved Johnny Bravo.
I don't think we ever watched Johnny Bravo.
There was one that was so unhinged. My sister loved it. I think it was Gumball. Something wasn't Gumball. What was it? If you all remember, let me know if you remember. It was completely unhinged. Like all the characters were kind of really, really creepy looking. The whale was like a main character. It was really weird. So I'd walk in, I'd be like, Sarah, why are you watching this? And she was allowed at that point, but it was still weird.
Oh.
I can't remember what it was called.
We had one TV in our house growing up, and the boys finally were allowed to get, I think they got an N64 first and then a PlayStation.
Sure.
And Mom and Dad had said, if you can pay for it, drive and go and buy it, you can have it. So it was like, once they were like 16 or something, we didn't have them. But once, my God, once they got those things, every day after school, they would monopolize the TV with Zelda.
Oh.
And Mom loved helping them try to figure out the clues and stuff like that. Of course, Becca and I didn't have a clue what was going on and could have cared less or couldn't have cared less. And we'd get so mad because we're like, oh my God, they've been playing Zelda for 9 hours. Can we please watch a show?
Would you be allowed to watch the show at that point? After you begged?
No, because Mom liked playing it too. Did you watch Hanging with Mr. Cooper and all that kind of stuff?
No.
I'm trying to remember. On Saturday mornings, there were like those tween shows that would come on, and we could watch some of those. But the funny thing to me now is I had this little girl come in sometime last week with her mom, and she was like, Mom, can I watch this on YouTube? I promise it doesn't have any bad words.
I promise.
And I was like, what? Promise it doesn't have bad words.
Flapjack. Yes, that's it. Flapjack. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Flapjack.
I don't know that.
The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. It's completely unhinged and really creepy. I don't know how it's on TV.
It's still on?
Well, it was on Cartoon Network. I was never allowed to watch Courage, the Cowardly Dog. I don't know how I wasn't allowed to watch that, but we were all for Scooby-Doo. I don't know how.
What's Courage? I've never even
Courage,
heard
the
of that.
Cowardly Dog. That's that over-animated purple dog that lives at that old lady's house. And the guy that lives there, like, I don't know. I mean, I never watched it. Still don't.
What was bad about it?
I think it was it was violent. I think
Okay.
it was as violent as you can get with a cartoon. But it was also Cartoon Network. I think they were the ones that were more alternative back in the day. Nickelodeon was pretty safe back in the day as far as cartoons. What a great time to go mow. I think our mics are good though. I don't think they can hear us.
You better tell them not to take our plant down in front. Our weed.
They've been here for weeks. They have not.
I'm going to be real upset. Rachel has this weed
It's like 3 feet tall.
growing right in front of her front door. And at first I was like, is that like intentionally planted there? Because it's that tall. Well, I've never seen a weed get so big that it starts to flower.
Yeah.
This has like yellow buds. And I'm like, well, at this point, we just got to see how big it'll get.
I can't wait to see what she becomes. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. I think she's gonna be gorgeous.
You think that?
I think my weed is gonna be gorgeous.
I hope she is, right.
Me too. Me too. Guys, my dad had a knee replacement yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
how's that going?
He's doing okay. I'm gonna go see him today. Check in on him. Hopefully, take him some food. My mom is taking good care of him. He had to go to physical therapy. He's doing okay. Everybody's getting everything replaced. My MLB got a brand new hip. Dad's got a brand new knee.
Mark's doing physical therapy for his back now.
God love him.
I know. Falling apart. Falling apart. We're almost done with this, guys. This part.
She's looking cute. I'm going to go back to the front facing so you guys can see like a tiered look. That's cute.
Not even a teacher, and I want this thing. I mean, I'm not going to. I'll probably let Fallon give it to her teacher or something.
What about Miss Treckanese?
Treckanese.
Miss Treckanese.
Not even Miss Treckanese, just Treckanese.
Treckanese.
Beckett is, I'm sure Becca has told you, absolutely head over heels in love with his teacher, Tracy, who was mine and Becca's 4th grade teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And she is quite beautiful. Even as she ages, she is quite beautiful. And Beckett got to go to her wedding, and he was so upset that Christian married her. He had dates planned out to like go to, what's it, Taco Bell and the movies or something. I don't even remember. I mean, the kid is phenomenal at this kind of stuff, right? So, anyway, we said, Beckett, are you going to marry Miss Tracy? And he said, no, I can't. Christian married Treckanese. I told you. They had true love's kiss.
They had true love's kiss.
He said, yeah, I went to the wedding. They had true love's kiss.
I swear that boy. Becca went and photographed and photographed the wedding, and she drug Becca along.
They had true love's kiss. No, sis, I already told you. I can't. Like, so you can't marry Treckanese now? No. Which the funny thing is I don't know. I feel like her name was done before it was Treckanese. And so he's had to transition because she got married. Maybe she got married last year going into this year or something. But normally, I can't believe that he actually made the transition is what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to go overhead, I found this super cute ribbon at Hobby Lobby.
Oh, how cute.
They actually have tons of
like teacher teaching alphabet.
Super cute. So what I am gonna do is layer this because that actually didn't matter. Do I want to put it up top or do I want to put it down bottom? Wait, there's gonna be a bow. I'm confused. Let's do the top. Okay, so what I am gonna do is just do one plain one of these and glue it together in the back. I'm just gonna overlap it slightly. And I am gonna tuck that edge under so that it's just a finished edge. Gonna glue.
Stacy, we're praying for you after your car wreck. So glad you're okay. Good luck at physical therapy. Brenda, congrats on being 5 weeks post your total knee replacement. And yes, Miss Linda, he got a total knee replacement. Both his knees are bad, but his left knee was in pretty rough shape, and he hurt it at work, so it was workers' comp. So he's been out of work for a while, had to jump through all those workers' comp hoops and all that. But he got it yesterday.
Okay, and I am just tucking that down in behind the crayon heads so that it lays good and flush. Okay. Then I'm going to take one band of this and go in the center just as an extra. Obviously, you can use whatever ribbons and stuff like that you want. Most of you probably already have craft ribbon in your extras. I went through when we got the baby girl and had to get rid of my craft room so that she has a nursery now. Well, can't really call it a nursery. We're in the process. I've had her 2 weeks. It's functional. Let's say that. It's not cute yet.
Hey, that's fine.
We had nothing.
Functionality's
We had
all you
nothing. So all of my craft supplies are like in boxes and stuff in the basement to be brought here. I am going to leave like my sewing machine and that kind of stuff at the house for emergencies type stuff, but our house is little. It's like 1,400 square feet. So there's nowhere extra to put anything. But I mean, I come here frequently enough. If I need to craft, I can go to Becca's or Mom's or whatever. Okay. Scoot that up. I probably should have just laid that on before I put it on and glued it in place so that it was straight. That would have been smart. Okay, and the next thing and the last part that I'm going to do is make a bow for the front of it, and it's going to look like a pencil. It's going to be so cute. So what I'm going to do is make this separate, because you can make a prettier bow when it's not attached to this part. So just, I'm cutting it longer too, because, and I'll show you why. Make sure that you have good long tails on it. And then I'm going to take another piece and put it in the center. I'll probably overlap this a little bit. Yes, so if you will glue in the center on one end and pinch.
So cute. Look at that.
And then do the same thing on the other end. And pinch. Then when you go around the front of it, it's like, it looks intentional, so it's not all bunched up. But we're going to go back and make our bow. And I don't want it to be like massive or anything like that, but once you see what I'm going to do, you'll understand why I've made this a little bit bigger. Rachel, do you have anything to say? No? No?
No.
Okay.
This has basically been a podcast.
A podcast?
Basically.
What do you mean?
We've been talking this whole time.
Did you just want me to sit in silence?
Yeah, I wanted to see how awkward it could get.
Yeah.
I made a Walmart order last night at 10 o'clock. I was real hungry, and you shouldn't do that when you're hungry. So, $100 and something of groceries got delivered to the lake house today, before I could even get here because of my hunger last night. So now upstairs we've got pasta, salad, cookies, a cake. What else? Oh, an entire watermelon. I'm
excited about that watermelon. Did we have salt?
What do you mean, do we have salt?
I mean, I don't salt anything except for watermelon. Do you salt everything?
No, I don't salt watermelon. It's a crime. Anyways,
Oh my gosh.
I thought you meant like, does this house have salt?
Yes, because I want it
Meaning
for my
yes. Of
watermelon.
course, this house has salt.
Okay, anyway, I'm going on. Okay, so this end is going to be the tip of your pencil, and this end is going to be the eraser of your pencil. So what you're going to do is take your ribbon and fold it in half. And from the outer edge to the center where it's folded, you're going to cut with your scissors back to the left. Now, I want it to look like a sharp pointed one instead of like a stubby one. And I'll show you on this. So if you do a shallow one, well, I didn't even go all the way through. When you open it, your pencil is going to be short and stubby at the top. See what I'm saying? So if you come down further and make your angle a whole lot sharper, and you can go back in and tweak afterwards. It looks more like the tip of a pencil when it's been freshly, and I'll like even that up. But anyway, so play around with your angles before you decide and screw up your ribbon. But you could paint all of this on that I'm getting ready to do, but I really wanted it to look more like a 3D effect, or just like bulkier in general. Okay. Let's make it just a little bit shorter. That's going to be real long on that.
Yes, Lisa. Have you ever seen the crafts where they melt crayon so it drips down the canvas?
It is
Yes.
awesome.
I've done that many times back in the day. Back in the day.
Okay, and then on this end, we are going to kind of curve the edges to make it look like an eraser. Perfect. Once again, play around with your bow. This is a little bit longer, so I'm going to make it a little shorter. This is not wired ribbon, by the way. It does. I guess it really wouldn't matter, but it's easier to cut and manipulate if you're not having to cut through wire. Okay, now we're going to take a piece of wooden flesh-toned felt, and all I'm going to do is line that up on the edge down here, cut in level with the points of your ribbon. So that gives you a marker. Now, the next part you're just going to freehand to make it look like where you have sharpened your pencil. So just cut down and just make it random. You can make some skinnier and some fatter and longer.
The hand cutting on this really cracks me up.
Why?
I love it, but how do you prevent the edges of the bow from fraying?
So grosgrain ribbon, if you cut on an angle, it's not going to as bad, but once I put this stuff around the edge, it's going to be fine. I'll show you. So let me go in here and tweak these a little bit. I mean, I guess you could do this on your Cricut. You'd have to come up with a file for it, though. Okay, so see how that's just going to fit on the front, but what I am,
Oh my gosh, how stinking cute.
I left it big on the side so that you can put glue and overlap it so it like finishes that edge. Glue.
How cute.
Well, Kat, I'm not Becca.
Yeah, Kat said if it were Becca, she would have created a file for this.
She would have.
Kat, you're the one that just said we each have our we each have really great strengths and our own strengths and weaknesses and whatnot. Where is that attitude now? Where?
It's fleeting. Fleeting, Kat. I no longer feel your love and support. No more chappy lovins for you. I mean, if you made me a roadside burger, I'd forgive you in a hot second, though. What, not a burger, the roadside breakfast sandwich thing. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a couple of dots. Okay, same thing with the black tip. Ew.
Ray, all the cool projects and ideas come after my kids are now adults. Hey, you'll have grandbabies at some point, probably. You listen, you can just save it for them. You'll be the cool grandparent that makes their grandbabies teacher gifts.
Wonder how Becca's faring up there with those children. Wonder if mine finally went to sleep.
Well, I can't even hear them, so I know they're fine, you know.
Kat, she should have made a file for me. If she'd known what I was doing, she may have. I made baseball patches out of a faux leather for a baseball cap yesterday to support my niece and nephew's team. Oh. Did Becca ever show you all how to make those baseball earrings that she used to make?
Mm-hmm.
Did she? Okay, there's one end of the pencil. I'm actually just going to, do we have a pen up here? Yes. Draw this one and cut it out. Let's say, are you and Becca polar plunging today?
It's not much of a polar plunge. When I checked this morning, it was like 74.
That's a polar plunge for me.
No, we went swimming this past weekend at I guess she's my sister-in-law. I guess I could say my sister-in-law. I want to say Jason's sister, but that's my sister-in-law. Tara and her husband Todd's house, and theirs was heated to 78, and it was a little cold when you first got in. I mean, it felt great.
Then I got this cute glittery silver ribbon to be the metal part in between the eraser and the pencil. Now, you could bubble paint, HTV, whatever. If you wanted this to be a little bit longer, the teacher's name on the actual pencil. I could have done that for you all, but I didn't. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and she's finished.
Lorraine
She
said,
is
I think that's the cutest bow I've ever seen.
finished.
Hold it this way. No, like
Oh.
underneath. Yeah, there. Yeah. Anna.
She's cute.
It's so cute.
She's cute.
The bow over the top. It just,
It makes it.
it makes it.
It makes it. That is it. That is it, guys. This is old school crafting at its finest. But
Well, no, I wouldn't call it old school. Like, it's literally perfect, you know? It's so good.
well, thanks. That's it, though. That is the end of the craft. It ended up costing, if you had to buy the ribbon, well, that's the thing. Like, if you've got all these parts, like you could even use cotton and stuff like that from scraps of like quilt fabric and that kind of stuff too. I think around $6 total for this. Yeah,
That's good and cheap.
That's a good price point there.
I mean, and it looks, I tell people this all the time. I love to receive gifts that I could tell someone spent time and put their heart into. Like, they're precious to me. That someone, it's so easy, and I'm not saying I don't love money or gift cards. I do. And I don't think any less of you, because I'm notorious for running by Walmart, grabbing a gift card and a card. Like, you know.
It helps.
It helps. But knowing that somebody sat down and glued these together and were thinking of me when they made it and used their hands, not even a Cricut, guys, this adds a level to it. They use their own hands. Anna used her hands to cut out the felt and everything. It makes it so special. So sweet. I love it, Anna.
Thanks.
It looks great.
Thanks. So that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. Does anyone have questions? Sign up for membership if you're not a member. Come be a part of our fun family. I mean, Rachel's already dropped that link for you. How many likes do we have on here? Like the video. Follow us on YouTube if you don't. That's fantastic. Yes. Do you have anything you want to say, Rachel?
I love you all. We'll see you next week. It'll probably be the lovely Becca and maybe me. I don't know who it'll be. We'll see. You'll see one of us. One of the three musketeers on Tuesday.
Oh, it won't be me. I'm getting my hair done on Thursday, so.
Won't be Anna.
Won't be me.
She's getting her hair done on Thursday.
First time in like 4 years.
You can do this.
I can.
I'm proud of you.
So excited. Thank you all so much for being with us today. We'll see you later.